back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
Washburn's near Lamar has an economical selection of material handling buckets for dirt, rock, sawdust, or litter. Washburn's makes buckets in any size or width. We build standard size, low profile, large or extra large buckets from 4 foot to 9 foot wide. Our rock buckets are great for sifting out dirt and other small material. We can also install a grapple to suit your needs. See Haysper.com or call us at 800-283-7107 or come see us at Washburn's, just north of Lamar, East Outer Road, Interstate 49.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called the unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, Edward Jones' philosophy is, don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Pat Barr can help you prepare for life's unexpected events. Stop by the office at 1032 Broadway in Lamar for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to Granby, Missouri. Tyler Dare on location here. The Lamar Tigers set to take on the East Newton Patriots. Last year, the East Newton Patriots won the Lamar Tigers won 55-0. This year, Lamar looking to basically build on that same thing. We came back in just the wrong time. We'll go ahead and take another break here as we go into the national anthem played by the East Newton Patriot Band. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7.
This is Dr. Justin Ogden with Barton County Memorial Hospital. At Barton County Memorial Hospital, we strive to maintain a commitment to excellence by offering full-time orthopedic services, including hip and knee replacement, arthroscopic procedures, carpal tunnel release, rotator cuff repair, injection therapy for arthritis, and fracture and sports injury care. Our highly skilled physical therapy department can help you recover and heal from your injuries and surgeries here locally. Call the BCMH orthopedic team at 681-5284, and don't forget the BCMH Med1 Clinic for all your healthcare needs. BCMH is a proud supporter of the Lamar Tigers and all area high school athletics.
Dr. Ted Regley proudly supports the Lamar Tigers and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about the new in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Ask about Saturday appointments with Dr. Brian Reevely. Call 682-3393 for an appointment. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ bakes. including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta. Or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-sized cravings. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve for the perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ Bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, sow roots, give nourishment, guidance, and care, through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy. Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
It's time for the Lamar Coaches Corner. I'm joined by Tigers head coach Scott Bailey. And, Coach, you hit the road, a 28-0 shutout win at Cassville. And I guess the big story was the weather, as sometimes you get a little goosey as to how the kids are going to react, but apparently they reacted well.
I thought our kids handled it real well. Sitting in kind of a hot, humid locker room, waiting a couple hours for kickoff. You know, they had the music playing, kind of telling stories, and just, you know, hoping to get the game in that night. And I really appreciate Cassville, you know, hanging around and waiting out the weather to do it that night. The thought of driving back from Cassville and then coming back on Saturday afternoon and playing, that would have really been tough on our coaches and our kids. And so I really appreciate Cassville getting it done on Friday night.
And, of course, it makes it tough on the later start, and then when you have some delays during the game, that doubles the headaches.
Well, once we got started, we went straight through and played it. And, of course, Cassville's a run team, and we're a run team, so it wasn't going to be a long game to begin with. It was going to be a minimal possession football game to begin with, because we're both using up a lot of clock in the run game. But we went straight through, and we were able to get our offense going early and get a lead. I think that helped our kids and our coaches relax a little bit and start to play a little bit more consistent, and, you know, get into the second half of the game and actually enjoy it a little bit. Kind of took some of the pressure off.
And, of course, I guess ideally that shutout, always a big deal, especially for the defensive side of the football.
Well, it's not something that you script or plan on. Cassville broke some runs on us. They had some penalties that brought some runs back. Our defense gave up some yards. You know, somebody said you stopped the run. I don't believe that we stopped their run. I believe that we were able to control it, especially when they got down inside our territory. We were able to make the plays necessary to keep them out of the end zone. I do know Cassville threw the ball more in this game against us than they have in years past. Their quarterback's a year older, and they got some pretty good receivers. I was really pleased with what our secondary did. Our secondary's been a question mark. It got some young guys, got some inexperienced guys back there, and I thought they played really well in week one.
And, of course, we talked last week heading into this. That's a tough opener at Cassville with the tradition and the like, and coming off a nice season, and they've got a lot of good things to look forward to.
I didn't sit down and add up, Rob, how many underclassmen they had starting for them and playing for them, but it's a bunch. You know, I would say underclassmen starting for them and playing for them is probably in the 15 to 16 area. They got 4 or 5 seniors that are starting and playing a lot of minutes for them, and a whole lot of juniors, and even a handful of sophomores that are in that rotation and taking reps. So definitely a program on the rise. There's, it's hard to tell with our conference. Every week's pretty tough, but you could make the case that the conference championship, or at least a portion of the conference championship, was going to be decided in week 1 when Lamar and Castro play, because it's two of the teams that are probably going to be at the top of the conference. So it was a big game in week 1. It was a big game type of atmosphere, and I know the lightning delay kind of took away some of the. It was a big game in week 1. It was energy, but during the game, it was physical and hard hitting and emotional, and it was a big game type of atmosphere.
And up next, you're on the road at East Newton against the Patriots, who are 0-1. They were shut out in their opener, 40-0. What do you know about them?
Well, about their kids, we have a pretty good idea about their personnel because we played against them, but they have a new head coach again this year, and we don't know a lot about their new coach. There's only one way to. You got to play against them and get some experience against them to see kind of how they call a game and what they want to do scheme-wise against us. One of the positives of playing Cassville, and it's the same thing when Cassville plays us. Coach Parnell and I have coached against each other, and our staffs, his staff hasn't turned over, our staff hasn't turned over. So, Coach Weldy's offensive coordinator now at Cassville, Coach Lundine's offense, those two guys will win against each other for so long that there's not a lot of unknowns. I will say that Cassville threw a couple of schemes at us, at our defense, that we weren't prepared for. They did a good job of scheming us a little bit, and we threw a couple at them that they hadn't seen in a number of years. Well, when you go up against East Newton and a new head coach, you don't have any of that. Now, the flip side of it is they don't have any of it either. They haven't coached against us, and we haven't coached against them, so there's going to be some unknowns at the beginning of the game as to, one, how they're going to line up for our offense, because with two tight ends and two wings, you can line any defense up to it on paper, and on paper, scheme-wise, you can be sound. So we're not 100% sure what we're going to see when they line up on defense. We got a decent idea of what we're going to see on offense, but again, you never know until you play against a new coach.
Lamar Tigers head coach Scott Bailey, thanks for talking with us, and good luck at East Newton.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and Kimber, invite you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs, and American Family to back you all the way. Having an accident or claim is a difficult time, and Eric, Amber, and Kimber will make it much easier to deal with. Being underinsured or not insured can be tragic. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper. Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Bruce Boline show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Are you in the market for a rental home or business property? A call to O'Sullivan Properties will probably fulfill your needs. O'Sullivan Properties has a wide selection of properties available in the Lamar area, from apartments to business property, available to fit your needs. O'Sullivan Properties wishes the Lamar Tigers the best of luck throughout the season. The staff and management of O'Sullivan Properties is a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers, on the field or in the classroom. O'Sullivan Properties. Stop in at 1011 Golf or call them at 417-682-5521.
Raising a family is tough, but the environment you do it in can make all the difference. Lamar, Missouri would like to welcome you and your family to come and see all the great things it has to offer. One of the best school systems in the area, 2 great parks, and Lamar Lake. Great for fishing, hiking, and picnics, also a country club, and so much more. It doesn't matter if you're renting or buying a home, Lamar has some of the most affordable housing in the region. What Lamar doesn't have is high crime, high traffic, and high stress. It's where your family should be. Come visit Lamar or check us out on the web at cityoflamar.org or bartoncounty.com.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to Granby, Missouri. Tyler Dara here at East Newton High School as Lamar Tigers are trying to make it 2-0 on top of this East Newton Patriots team. Again, we're getting ready to start off the first quarter here. The Lamar Tigers will receive the kick. Back deep is Michael Danner. To his left and right are Trevor Medlin and also Landon Hardman, respectively. Kicking it for the Patriots, it'll be Nathaniel Wall, the junior kicker. And we are ready to get the Week 2 game underway in the Lamar Tiger season. Appreciate you guys listening to us on 101.7 FM. You can also find us on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Lamar versus East Newton. It will be Trevor Medlin getting the return. He's got a little bit of room. He's still up on his feet, finding a lot of room, and finally brought down from behind by the Patriots, Dustin McDermott.
Medlin handles the kick, brings it back.
So the Lamar Tigers will start off this first offensive drive on the good side of the 50-yard line. They will be on the 46 to start it out. We'll see the quarterback and Stuart McCarris come back out. Last week had a great game. Him along with Cooper Lucas, as well as T.W. Ayers, had very good offensive games last week. Lamar Tigers, like I said, start out right at the 46, 47-yard line. McCarris gets the snap, drops back to pass on first down, and it's Danner, and he's going to be wide open, and he's going to go all the way in. The first play from scrimmage for the Lamar Tigers is a touchdown.
Complete to number 21, Michael Danner.
Michael Danner with the sneak. Nobody in the whole arena was expecting that, and obviously the East Newton Patriot defense was not either, as they just marched down for a 47-yard first play touchdown, and the Lamar Tigers are up 6-0. And here comes in Cooper Lucas, the kicker, to attempt to make this a 7-point game. Getting his team ready. 13 on the play clock. McCarris with the hold, and he's going to have to run it himself. He's going to make something out of nothing. A 2-point conversion is good for Stuart McCarris, and the Lamar Tigers are now up 8-0. And even though they did not probably intend to go for the 2-point conversion, they get it anyway. And Lamar strikes first on the first play. A 47-yard pass from McCarris to Michael Danner, and the Lamar Tigers lead 8-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout, come back with more Lamar Tiger football on My Country 101.7.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage. Or visit heritagebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to East Newton High School, the campus of East Newton High School here in Granby, Missouri, as Lamar Tigers strike first, and they lead 8-0 off a 47-yard pass from Stuart McCarris to Michael Danner. Here comes Cooper Lucas again to attempt his first toe of the ball during this game, even though he was lined up to kick the point after. He was unable to do so. The ball does touch an East Newton Patriot, and then it finally ends up in the hands of Jackson Shriver, and he is put down very quickly at the 25-yard line, so not horrible field position, as the kick by Cooper Lucas basically just dribbled all the way along the ground. It was a warm burner. And now the East Newton Patriots will start out at the 28-yard line. Their first offensive drive. Lamar marched down 47 yards in one play. We'll see if East Newton can get any kind of offense going. Last year, like we were talking about, held scoreless in the entirety of the game. Lamar would like nothing more than to do the same thing this year. Under center, it's Isaiah Stewart. Handoff right up the middle to Brett Pendergraft, a returner who was all-conference in the defensive back category, and he plugs it up the middle for a gain of maybe 1 yard.
Number 15,
so it'll be second, and they marked that back at the original line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. And Hunter Bayless credited on the tackle, the big number 70 up the middle, 6'2", 215-pound senior. And again in the I formation, it's Isaiah Stewart. Gets the handoff. Back over to Pendergraft. Pendergraft trying to find the edge, and he will not. Danner there catching him right on the edge, and you're not going to outrun these Lamar Tigers on the outside. And East Newton has tried it once up the middle and once on the outside and has not been able to do that either time. And they are now back behind the original line of scrimmage. And it was a loss of about 3, so make it 3rd and 13. I formation out here for Brock Wolf's East Newton Patriots, his first year as the head coach, the 4th head coach in as many years for East Newton. And they are losing yardage right now. Dropping back to pass on 3rd down. It is complete and brought down maybe at the original line of scrimmage. The pass was caught by Jacob Allman and brought down by Isaac Collins. There is a little bit of laundry on the field and 10:20 on the clock. Lamar leads 8-0. Once again, you can watch us live streaming video. Go to YouTube and search Lamar versus East Newton. And want to thank everybody for listening or watching to us. It's Lamar Fair going on tonight. And it was penalty on the offense. Didn't see what the Whitecap official called it, but it is going to back up the East Newton Patriots. They're talking to the captain of Lamar Tigers on defense, Cooper Lucas, and trying to see what they're going to do. And they will obviously accept this penalty. Or check that, decline it rather. And bring up 4th down.
Penalty is illegal touching of the football.
And the penalty was illegal touching is what they are calling from the public address announcer. 4th down, and back to receive this punt return is Landon Hardman and also Michael Danner. East Newton's Jackson Shriver, and he is going to bobble the snap, and he is clobbered at the 10-yard line. It is a muff snap, and they will start off at the 10-yard line. Lamar in excellent field position, just 10 yards to go until Pater trying to score twice before 10 minutes are on the clock. On the game clock right now is 10 minutes and 9 seconds. Lamar does lead 8-0.
Possession of the football at the Patriot 10-yard line.
And so we'll see head coach Scott Bailey's offense come out for just their 2nd play from scrimmage. Back in the backfield, it is Duncan Gepner as well as Stuart McCarris. McCarris gets it. He's going to keep it himself. Oh, no, he hands right off to Cooper Lucas, and he's going to go on the outside untouched for another Lamar Tiger touchdown. And Lamar does strike twice before we get into single digits on the minutes as they are now up by 14.
Cooper Lucas.
The Cooper Lucas 10-yard touchdown. He ran in virtually untouched. He might have had a shoestring plucked by an East Newton defender, but that was just about it. And here comes again Cooper Lucas to attempt the point after. Attempting to make this a 15-point game. And 2 touchdowns in 2 plays. Couldn't get any better than that for the offense of the Lamar Tigers. The kick is up. It is high. And he does put it through the uprights. So Cooper Lucas getting his first successful point after. And now the Lamar Tigers lead 15-0. 2 touchdowns in as many plays. We'll come back with more. 10 minutes on the clock here. We'll see if East Newton can do anything on offense right here on Lamar Tiger football on My Country 101.7. Back in 30 seconds.
McFadden Latin Title, doing business as Palo & Palo in Lamar. Nevada owned and operated by Lonnie and Cindy McFadden, Palo & Palo is a full-service title company serving Barton and Vernon counties for over 10 years. When you need any type of title work for your real estate closing or title search, Palo & Palo will provide you with fast and accurate results. Palo & Palo know the effort needed to put together a championship team. Good luck during the season. Located at 127 West 11th Street in Lamar and 121 East Cherry Street in Nevada. Or call in Lamar 682-6776 or in Nevada 667-2882.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7. Cooper Lucas with the Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff. It rolls right into the hands of the East Newton Patriots, and he is hit hard by Case Tucker, the freshman, getting a little bit of airtime, the freshman on special teams. And East Newton will start off this offensive possession right at about the 30-some yard line. We'll see what they mark him. It's going to be right at the 34. Again, the Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff. Be sure to check out their mobile app on the Android and Apple stores. Be sure to check them out, Lamar Bank and Trust. First shotgun snap taken this time by Isaiah Stewart. He is going to hand this one off right up the middle to Justice Palmieri, and he runs right off the tackle. A gain, or maybe even a loss.
Number 44, Justice Palmieri on the carry.
They're going to actually give him a loss. The original spot by the close line judge was maybe a half a yard in front of the original line of scrimmage, but the far line judge must have had a little bit of a better angle on it, and the white cap really agreed with him. So 2nd and 11 for the East Newton Patriots. Stewart gets the shotgun snap, speed option. He's going to take this one himself, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage again by the Tigers. And it'll look like a couple different Lamar Tigers on the stop.
Isaiah Stewart.
And Stewart really not being able to get very much going here on this offensive drive, and didn't really get anything going last drive either. It is now 3rd and 13
number 41,
for the East Newton Patriots. They come out in their home reds with white and blue stripes down the side. Lamar comes out with the second pair of white uniforms, and he is sacked in the backfield by both TW Ayers and Hunter Bayless. A very good sack that time, as Isaiah Stewart was rolling off to his right, attempting to get out of the pocket that was just collapsing, and he was not able to do that. So that'll bring up the 2nd, 4th down in as many possessions. And punting for East Newton will be Jackson Schriever, the sophomore wide receiver and defensive back. High punt, not very long, and it'll be down right at the 50-yard line. So Lamar will take over on their 3rd offensive possession at the 50. And like I said, it was 2 plays and 2 touchdowns for Lamar as they lead 15-0 here with 8 minutes and 6 seconds left to go.
And the football is marked at the 49-yard
in the first quarter
of the Tigers. That's where they start 1st and 10.
The ball is actually going to be placed at the 49 of the Lamar Tigers. So just 1 yard to go until midfield, and 1 extra to be into East Newton Patriot territory. It's McCarris and Duncan Gepner in the backfield. McCarris gets the snap. He's going to run it right up the middle again. A gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 left to go for the Lamar Tigers. Haven't had a first down, but
number 17
ready to get that going, and it'll be our first down and also video sponsor, Stevens Automotive. You can watch the video feed online at YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, and the search bar, search Lamar versus East Newton, and it will say live now in red. It's McCarris and Gepner in the backfield again. 2 wingbacks. Danner in motion. Gepner gets the snap this time. And Gepner still up on his feet, charging forward, and he kind of broke the tackle, and he will be down right about the 25-yard line. And what a run that time by Duncan Gepner, the junior, able to break a secondary tackle and pick up an extra 10 yards. And that is a first down, keeping this drive rolling, just like Stevens Automotive keeps your car rolling. Right here on My Country 101.7. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ball at the 25-yard line. Two wingbacks set again. Sending Medlin in motion. And it is going to be McCarris running this one right off the right tackle. And good for a decent gain, maybe about 7 to 8 yards.
McCarris on the carry.
Call it a gain of 8. So second and short for McCarris and company.
Number 10, Austin Brewster in on the stop for the Patriots.
And they call for East Newton Austin Brewster making the tackle on Stuart McCarris, the quarterback. McCarris in the backfield, 2 yards to go to the first down. Sending Danner in motion. Getner gets the snap. He does hand it off to Danner. Danner will be met by a couple East Newton Patriots, and the first loss comes in the third offensive possession.
21, Michael Danner on the carry.
A loss of about 1 yard, bringing up 3rd and 3 now.
Making the defensive play for the Patriots, number 5, Dustin
And that was
McDermott.
Dustin McDermott, the senior defensive back on the stop, standing right about 6'3", 185 pounds. So it's now 3rd and 3 for the Lamar Tigers.
For the Tigers.
Just another shotgun snap. This one low, and there's going to be a flag on the play before the play gets started. So we'll see what the referee calls on the penalty. Whitecap official will give us, they say, encroachment on the defense. So there's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It'll put him right at the 11-yard line. And another first down. First and 11, or first and 10 rather, excuse me, at the 11-yard line. 15-0, Lamar leads.
11-yard line.
Gebner and McCarris lined up shoulder to shoulder. McCarris gets it, hands it off to Medlin. Medlin up the middle, kind of spinning around, spin cycle on that one. He gets all the way inside the 5-yard line. They'll call him down right at the 4.5. So it'll be 2nd and 3. And there's a player down for Lamar. Trying to see through the numbers. And it is Caleb Gouge. And there's an official timeout. I think we're going to keep it right here. Lamar has just been marching this ball down the field this entire game so far. Only one play has netted in negative yards, and that came in the third offensive set. It was a Stuart McCarris to Michael Danner 47-yard pass to start it off on the first play from scrimmage. The second play from scrimmage for the Tigers was a 10-yard Cooper Lucas run for a touchdown. And now this has been Lamar's first real drive down the field, as both times before that and the two offensive possessions before, it was one play and one touchdown. It was a drive, just a short drive. 5 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Lamar on offense again. Next man up as Gouge goes to the sideline. First snap is bobbled, and Getner dropped in the backfield by the Patriots' Brett Pendergraft, the returning all-conference defensive back from last season, the lone all-conference selection on East Newton's team last year. And that'll bring up 3rd down. And it looks like this is going to be a timeout call by the Lamar Tigers. We'll take it with them. 15-0, 4:45 on the game clock. We'll be coming back with a 3rd and 7 situation after this 30-second timeout right here on Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7.
Lamar Bank and Trust Company and the Lamar Tigers. Now that's a winning combination. Internet and mobile banking are available for the busy lifestyle, and quick loan decisions are the standard at LBT. LBT's staff is available to discuss account questions and solve problems when you need answers. Consider a switch to LBT, a customer-friendly bank that has a winning record of personal service, quick loan decisions, Tiger Pride debit cards, and mobile banking. Lamar Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here. Tyler Dara in East Newton, on the campus of East Newton High School here in Granby, Missouri. Right in the middle of Newtonia and Granby. But a Granby address for East Newton. 15-0. The Lamar Tigers lead off of 2 touchdowns and 2 separate plays. It's McCarris in the backfield. Another low snap. He does pick this one up. He's going to find some room. He's going to get in for a touchdown. And like I said earlier, making something out of nothing. McCarris able to earlier get a bobbled snap in for a 2-point conversion. This time it goes for 6 as Lamar Tigers now lead 21-0. Bringing out the point after team. It'll be Cooper Lucas attempting to put one through the pipes again. He made his first successful point after field goal after the last touchdown. That was his first successful of the season. Kick is up and it's high, but it does sail through the pipes again for another successful one by Cooper Lucas. The score now 22-0. The Tigers in the lead by 22 points, trying to keep this East Newton team off the board. We'll see if they can do it with this next Patriot drive right after this 30-second timeout on Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7.
Wonder where Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop went? They're located just off the northeast corner of the square, and they're ready to service your car. It doesn't have to be a hot rod. Sure, they do kick butt classic car restorations, but they also perform oil changes, AC and heater service, brakes, tune-ups, and training service too. And should you have a mishap, Fast Eddie has a body shop and collision department as well. Trust your ride to the guys who literally know cars inside out and upside down. Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop, 902 Broadway, Lamar. Call 681-0125 for an appointment.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to My Country 101.7. Tyler Dara here in East Newton High School. Cooper Lucas set to give us another Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff after that last Stuart McCarris touchdown, and Cooper Lucas point after. The Patriots get it. It's McDermott finding a little bit of room, maybe out to about the 26-yard line, and brought down by a gang of Tigers.
Handles the kickoff.
And with 4:38 left to go in the first quarter, East Newton has not yet been able to get a first down. The Lamar Tiger defense has been stifling so far, just the way that head coach Scott Bailey would like it. And there is an official timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. You know, like I said, the fourth coach in as many years for the East Newton Patriots, and it's head coach Brock Wolf who comes in. He's been a coach for 5 years, and he said that he really wanted to take this position because it seemed like it's where he needed to be, a small town, a little town here for the East Newton Patriots. He says, and I quote, because it was a perfect environment I was looking for in a head coaching position, a place with a lot of community support, a place to establish and wake up a program to its former glory days for years to come. And, you know, Brock Wolf last week getting blanked by Lighthouse Christian, a final score of 30-0, and this game so far getting blanked with a score of 22-0. Hasn't had the best welcome to his tenure as the head coach of the East Newton Patriots, but still early in this game, still 4:38 left to go here in the first quarter, and Lamar has just been rolling this entire first quarter. Want to welcome everybody who is watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube and are listening, you can go to youtube.com. In the search bar, search Lamar versus East Newton. There will be a big red icon next to it that says Live Now. Misdirection to the left-hand side and brought down behind the original line of scrimmage. Isaiah Stewart unable to get anything going
Number 12, Isaiah
on
Stewart.
the run outside. And East Newton has attempted one
Out there to make the stop.
pass so far in this contest and ended up being a penalty, so it did not even count on the stat sheet. And there's a flag on the field, and there's going to be a sideline warning. Sideline warning on East Newton.
The penalty flag on the play. It's a sideline warning.
Once again, the score 22-0. Welcoming you in here if you're just tuning in with us.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
So the last play netted in 0. Not good or not bad for the Lamar Tigers. It's still 2nd and 10 with the quarterback Isaiah Stewart in the shotgun set. 2 receivers to his right-hand side, 2 to his left. Handing off right up the middle to Hunter Liviak. Or Live Oak, excuse me. And able
Number
to
2, Hunter Live Oak.
Get it right up the middle. A gain of about 4 or 5, and he kind of wiggled out of a couple different tackles, and Travis Bailey ultimately coming up with the cleanup on that one. It's now 3rd and 5 for East Newton.
Yards. It's going to be 3rd down for the Patriots.
Coming into 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Lamar leads 22-0. Stewart bobbles the snap. It's over his head. He's got to drop back, and a pass intended to Dustin McDermott, but incomplete. And the East Newton Patriot faithful wanting a flag, but I believe they're just going to call that one uncatchable. So it'll be now 4th down and just about 5 yards left to go. And
bring up 4th down for the
it looks like they are going to bring in the punter. They thought about it for a little bit, but now Jackson Schriever will come in for the East Newton Patriots. 4th and 5. Back to receive the kick are Michael Danner and Landon Hardman. They are standing right at about the 34, and a flag on the play.
And we got flag.
The illegal formation, I believe, is what the head official says. Not sure what they're saying was illegal about the punt formation, but they are going to back him up nonetheless. So we'll just reset.
Referee Johnson tells us it's a delay of game penalty.
Oh, they do call this.
Remains 4th down.
Well, PA announcer says delay of the game. That's not what the signal that the head official gave, but we'll go with it. Schriever, high arching punt. It was 5-yard penalty no matter what. Landon Hardman in trouble as a couple different East Newton Patriots are right there, but here he goes. He's going to find a little bit of room all the way down to the 39-yard line, and what a return by Landon Hardman, getting touched by a Patriot as soon as he got the ball in his hands in his full possession. And that could have been nasty for Landon Hardman, but he does get it all the way in to the 39, and Lamar will set up shop at the 44-yard line on their 4th offensive possession, and they've had 3 touchdowns and as many drives so far. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Empty backfield for McCarris right now. McCarris hands it off. Cooper Lucas met at the line of scrimmage, and the misdirection might have fooled a couple people in the stands, but it does not fool the East Newton Patriots as they are playing assignment football. Exactly what you're going to have to do to combat this option defense, or offense rather, that the Lamar Tigers run. And they did that just there on that play, as Cooper Lucas does not get any yards positive, and it's 2nd and 10. Tigers at the 39-yard line on the East Newton side of the 50. Another empty backfield, sending Duncan Gepner over to his left-hand side. A fake handoff to Cooper Lucas. It's McCarris. He's up on his feet, and he is yanked down from behind. A good tackle that time by Dustin McDermott, the all-Big 8
on the carry, number 5.
Defensive back last year, like we've said before, the lone returning all-Big 8 conference selection off this East Newton Patriots team. And it seems like McDermott was the last line of defense for the East Newton Patriots. So here we go, another first down. That first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. They keep your car rolling just like the Tigers are rolling on this drive. Stuart McCarris throws it to Danner, and Danner bobbles it right at about the original line of scrimmage and incomplete. So that'll bring up now second
on the play. The
and 10.
Indication from referee Johnson is that it's a holding penalty.
And there is a flag on the play. The PA announcer is speculating a holding. We'll get the official call from the head official.
Was incomplete.
And the captain for the Patriots, at least the man saying yes or no on the penalties, is Zach Whittlesey. And they're going to the flag. And they are going to back up the Tigers 10 yards, which would indicate a holding penalty. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go on the first quarter. 22-0 Lamar Tigers lead. We appreciate everybody watching on our YouTube stream. Remember, that is brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Again, sending Duncan Gepner to the right-hand side. Empty backfield for McCarris. Dropping back to pass on second and long. Throwing over to Gepner. It is caught, and he is met by a couple East Newton Patriots, but not before a gain of about 4 yards. So it'll be now 2nd and 16 for the Tigers. Eclipsing under 2 minutes left to go, and not really any kind of a wordplay there saying eclipse, as we had our solar eclipse this last Monday. Hope everybody had a good look at that. Looked pretty good going through Joplin, at least. 22-0. Minute 40 on the clock. The Tigers rolling here, trying to get back after having a mental mistake and getting a holding penalty against him. McCarris gets this snap. He's going to keep this one himself, making a couple defenders miss. He is going to pitch off to Danner. Danner gets a couple blocks. He tiptoes across the line. He's still up on his feet. He's going to go all the way in. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Lamar Tigers. And what a run that time by Michael Danner after the pitch by the quarterback and Stuart McCarris. And the Tigers are up now 28-0
Takes the pitch out
with a minute 20 on the clock. Look for that to be your
he makes his way across the goal
Palo and Palo play of the game. That was a good one. And although it'll be all credited to Danner, it was a great play by McCarris with the pitch. Kick is up, and it's just a little bit to the right. So leaving the score at 28-0. Lamar 28, East Newton nothing. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We have a minute 20 on the clock. Back in 30 right here on My Country 101.7, the home of Tiger Sports.
Does your car shake, rattle and roll, barely? Then it's time to see the auto specialist at Stevens Automotive. At Stevens, they have the experience to diagnose your car and get it back to running smooth the way it should be. At Stevens Automotive, they can handle engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, oil changes, air conditioning, you name it, they fixed it. Stevens can get you back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Really the second time able to get really excited during this game was that run by Stuart McCarris / Michael Danner. The first play was a pass on first down that caught everybody sleeping. And then the second play was a run right up the side by Cooper Lucas, who looked like he was just trotting down 10 yards for the touchdown. Not two incredibly exciting plays, but they both scored. And now that last one was very exciting. Oh, man. Turf Monster got the Patriot, Dustin McDermott, as he caught the kickoff right at the 14, and he dropped to his knee right there as he tried to start momentum. Again, that kickoff brought to you by Lamar Bank and Trust. Be sure to check out their mobile app on the Android and iPhone stores.
At the 14-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14. Patriots trying to move the ball here in the first quarter. A minute 15 left to go in the quarter. Stewart gets the snap, hands it off, trying to go through the middle and unable to do so. It'll be no gain on the play. Again, if you're listening to us, hoping to hear Kansas City Chiefs football, we apologize. Lamar Tiger sports take precedence over the national Kansas City Chiefs, but the score is 3-3 at last check. It was about
Are you in the market for a rental home or business property? A call to O'Sullivan Properties will probably fulfill your needs. O'Sullivan Properties has a wide selection of properties available in the Lamar area, from apartments to business property, available to fit your needs. O'Sullivan Properties wishes the Lamar Tigers the best of luck throughout the season. The staff and management of O'Sullivan Properties is a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers, on the field or in the classroom. O'Sullivan Properties. Stop in at 1011 Golf or call them at 417-682-5521.
Welcome back to Lamar Tiger football here on My Country 101.7. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We had one of the people here in the press box clip our surge protector, which sent our wireless modem offline. And as we were trying to get everything up, Cooper Lucas just went for a very long touchdown. You can see that if you are watching on YouTube. And the score is now 34-0. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. Back up and running here on My Country. Cooper Lucas goes, kick is up, and it will sail through the uprights for another point after made.
Is good. There's the call.
And the score is now 35-0.
35 points.
The Tigers lead. We'll keep it right here, but again, Cooper Lucas went down 50-plus yards and was barreling through defenders all the way down, and unfortunately we were trying to get our stuff figured out as we were doing that. But nonetheless, the Tigers are in the lead 35-0 now. And the kickoff team will come out, headed by Cooper Lucas, who just had that immaculate touchdown run. 10:58 on the game clock here until halftime. And Lamar has just been pounding the ball just down the throats of the East Newton Patriots this entire ball game.
Number 11, Jackson
and
Weaver, and
as we assumed they would. Obviously, like we talked about during Football Friday Night that airs each and every week before the broadcast of Lamar Tiger games, head coach Scott Bailey basically making sure that none of these kids take any of their opponents lightly, even though the numbers would certainly say that this game was going to go just like this. Cannot underestimate any opponent. Good return that time by Jackson Schriever, maybe down to about the 15-yard line.
Schriever takes the kick.
So the East Newton Patriots set up shop at the
Chase Davey for the Tigers.
15. 1st and 10 for them. And like we talked about, you see on your screen on YouTube, just go search
15-yard line.
Lamar versus East Newton. Click on the one that has the big red Live Now button on the side of it. But you can see on your screen the close sides, TW Ayers, far side, Cooper Lucas. In the middle, it's Travis Bailey at Mike linebacker. Referee whistling to reset the play clock, please. So here we go. In the I formation, dropping back to pass on first. It's Stewart, and he is gobbled up by a couple different defenders in there. TW Ayers, Travis Bailey, as well as Hunter Bayless. A loss of about a yard and maybe a half.
Have time to release the football.
35-0 the score, 10:28 on the clock. Here in between Granby and Newtonia, Missouri.
Loss of a couple, second down for the Patriots.
Like we said, do apologize for the dropping audio and video. Oh, man, what a bad snap. That's going to roll into the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. Tough break for the Patriots as that goes right through the hands of the quarterback, Isaiah Stewart, and into the end zone and fallen on, though. Smart play by Stewart to just fall on it to give up 2 instead of giving up 6. That would have been if Lamar would have fallen on it in their own end zone. So, again, just a tough break that time, and now the free punt team coming in. And Lamar able to score even without having their offense on the field, and due to no direct action of their own, just a bad snap that time by the Patriots ended up becoming 2 points for the Tigers, 37-0. As Lamar leads here in the second quarter. And kicking this one off will be Nathaniel Wall, the junior, 5'9", 160 pounds. And just a couple ticks over, 10 minutes left to go until halftime here at Lamar. Or excuse me, at East Newton for Lamar. Nathaniel Wall lines up, and he kicks it. It'll be brought in by Danner, who bobbles it, picks it right up at the 30. He's going to run all the way right through the middle of the return team. He's still up on his feet, bouncing off a couple defenders. Still up on his feet all the way into the 35-yard line, inside the 35, even to the 34. It's Danner. What a return that time by Michael. Able to run it all the way around for the big senior, 6 foot, 185 pounds.
Several Patriots make the stop.
And the
just inside.
Tigers started out at the 34-yard line at the left hash. A timeout called by East Newton. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back. The score 37-0, 9:56 on the clock for the Lamar Tigers right here on My Country 101.7, the home of Tiger Sports.
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ bakes, including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-sized craving. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve with a perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Once again, welcome back to the campus of East Newton High School. The score 37-0, 9:56 on the clock until halftime for the Tigers and Patriots. Ball at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers ready to start off this offensive possession. After after we saw what very could be the only kick that isn't at the start of a half for East Newton this entire game. McCarris hit as he throws. Danner, the intended receiver, off his hands and broken up by East Newton. One of the best defensive plays we've seen so far by East Newton. And that'll bring up now 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. And McCarris was hit hard as he threw. He's still back up.
Pass intended for number 21, Michael Danner.
And Danner will come off the field in favor of a personnel change, and they'll bring in J.D. Bishop to take his spot at the slot receiver. McCarris and Getner in the backfield. Dropping back to pass on 2nd again. Oh, wow, what a catch that time by J.D. Bishop, bringing it in with one hand.
Pass is complete.
He brings it in.
J.D. Bishop.
Not a huge gain, but a gain of about 8 for the Tigers. It'll bring up now 3rd and 2. 9 minutes and 27 seconds and ticking here until halftime at East Newton. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching our online live broadcast. Up the middle, it's Gepner, who spins around after getting the snap. He will go for a first down. That first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. They keep your car rolling as the Tigers are keeping this drive rolling.
Tackle is made by number 79.
Inside the 20-yard line.
For the Patriots.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 19.
Enough yardage for the Tigers. We pick up a 1st and 10 near the Patriots 20-yard line.
In the backfield, it's McCarris. Spinning around after getting the snap. He finds a lot of open room, and he is going to go in untouched for another Lamar Tiger touchdown. And Lamar rolling through this East Newton defense at this point. They are now up to 43 points here in the second quarter. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left to go until halftime. And it'll be Cooper Lucas again coming out to attempt the point after. Kick is up. It's high enough at least. And they put it through the uprights. Another point after made by Cooper Lucas. And it's been an offensive clinic put on by the Lamar Tigers so far. We'll see if they continue doing that. We're back in 30 seconds right here after this on Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back for another Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff. Once again, welcome back for another Lamar Bank and Trust.
Welcome back for another Lamar.
Cooper Lucas to kick this one off. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left to go here in the first half. That's a squibber, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be a flag for illegal kick as the kickoff goes out of bounds. But be sure to check out the mobile bank app from Lamar Bank and Trust. And also be sure to go talk to Reese and Roman Lehman, their former Lamar Tigers, part of the Lamar Tiger Brotherhood, on one of the first teams that head coach Scott Bailey coached here at Lamar. Again, if you're not already, you must be crazy, but go check us out on YouTube. Go to youtube.com. Search Lamar versus East Newton. Click on the one with the big red Live Now. and watch us in HD crystal clear streaming video online. We do appreciate Stevens Automotive for helping us get that on the air. And another timeout called. We'll go ahead and keep it right here and give you a little bit more backstory on East Newton, courtesy of Jacob Leonard with KOAM TV. It's head coach Brock Wolf, assistant coach Matt Holtzman, Logan Allenbaugh, and Zach Vanzelo. And last year they went 3-6. The year before that 0-9. So building a little bit year to year, and the year before that even they went 1-8. So 3 coaches in 3 years had a total of 4 wins. And head coach Brock Wolf looking to build on that 3-win season last year. As before that, the most that they had in the last 4 or 5 years was 1 win per year. Again, they took out Lighthouse Christian last week. They lost 30-0. In Lamar tonight, they are down 44-0 here in the second quarter. They will take on Cassville, which will be their probably second toughest opponent next week. And then after that, they'll take on Aurora, Seneca, Mount Vernon, El Dorado, McDonald County, and then finally Monette to end it out. And like we talked about earlier, head coach Brock Wolf said he really wanted to take this job because a lot of community support, a place to establish and wake up a program to its former glory days. And you can't fault the guy for wanting to do something like that for a team that used to be a 3 to 4 win team, even 5-6 win team back in its own glory days. Jet sweep. Not going for any positive yards. Maybe even call it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. It was Pendergraft on the carry. Brett Pendergraft, the junior running back. And they are now at the 38-yard line.
Loss of 1. It's second
or
down.
check that 34. I was mixed up on my yard markers. But they're on the left hash. It's Isaiah Stewart in the backfield. Oh, hard count getting the Lamar Tigers to jump. And the first mental mistake we've seen on defense by the Tigers. And it comes from Andrew Hillman, who jumped off sides on the play. Less than 8 minutes left to go.
There's the call.
44-0 the score.
An offside penalty against the Tigers. Has a 5-yard price tag. Second down for the Patriots.
And the clock running here in the second quarter. I'm not sure what that's all about, but after a penalty, the clock should stop. Dropping back to pass, throwing, and incomplete right up the middle by Pendergraft. The intended receiver.
Number 15, Brett Pendergraft,
unable to
incomplete. Brings up third down.
Get that into his hands and brought in. So it'll be now third down and about 6 or 7 yards.
Patriots need about
2 receivers to the left-hand side, 2 to the right for Isaiah Stewart. Shotgun snap, dropping back, lets it fly, a high arcing pass, and it is caught. And there's flags all over the field, and I believe they're going to call this offensive pass interference. All the referees are staying close to this side.
The penalty flags on the play.
And I do believe they are going to call it offensive. A conversation of referees will end up in a head official decision. And they do say it's on the offense. So
And
East Newton can't really catch a break.
Pass interference penalty against the Patriots.
And East Newton not getting any love at home here with the calls from the referees, as they're going to be backed up 15 yards.
There's the call. Pass interference against the Patriots.
7:25 left to go here in the second quarter. 44-0.
Brings the football back to the 24-yard
The Tigers lead.
line.
3rd and a mile here at the 24-yard line. Dropping back, little screen pass and incomplete. Falling forward, trying to catch it was Hunter Live Oak, and he did not get that one anywhere near where he needed to be.
Hunter Live Oak.
So now 4th and forever long.
That brings up 4th down.
They're almost out of the county lines with the line of scrimmage on this one, comparative to the first down marker.
And flags and whistles before the play starts.
The punt was kicked up by Jackson Schriever, but there was a flag before the
preliminary call
snap even happened.
Referee Johnson.
They're going to back East Newton up even farther.
Penalty against the Patriots.
So the Patriots backed up 5 yards more.
False start against the Patriots. Remains 4th down.
So now we'll see Schriever kick the punt. That's a good punt. High and into the hands of Landon Hardman. See if he can get something going past midfield. Still up on his feet, tiptoeing down the sideline, and is finally brought out. Pushed out of bounds on the right sideline, right at about the 32-yard line. So here comes
number 24, Landon Hardman.
What looks to be the second team of the Lamar Tiger offense, and it is.
Pushed out of bounds at the Patriot 32-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
And the 2 second-team quarterbacks out there will be Brett Mason and Dante Stahl. Stahl getting the snap, and he is met by a couple Patriot defenders before he can even get anything going. They hand it off to Daniel Contreras for a no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the second team Lamar Tiger offense. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the half, and you got your second teamers out there that I'd say you're doing pretty good. Back empty in the backfield is Dante Stahl. Stahl runs it to the left himself. He is yanked back by a couple Patriots. Brought down by Braden Klaus. Ticking down under 6 minutes and 15 seconds.
Number 19, Dante Stahl on the carry for the Tigers.
Bringing in the call from the sideline is Brett Mason, the junior quarterback.
Number 53, Zach Whittacy.
You get it, Stahl and Mason in the backfield. Wing back up there is Brantley Duncan. Run up the middle to Mason. Still no gain. Maybe a yard on the play.
Mason on the carry.
And now 4th down, the first 4th down that the Lamar Tigers have seen so far.
There to make the tackle for the Patriots.
Five minutes and 19 seconds left to go here in the half. And the Lamar Tigers are kind of in a no man's land, where if they punt, they'll be too close. Hand it off out over to Colby Fiala, and he will not get a first down. So the first turnover from the Lamar Tigers comes by way of a turnover on downs. And this will now bring out the East Newton offense, and the first time, obviously, if it's the first turnover on downs, first time that the defense has gotten a stop, and it came with the JV team of the Lamar Tiger offense out there. Again, the score 44-0.
And Patriots take over Possession of the football.
And the Patriots will start out and set up shop at the 32. Check that 28-yard line. Oh, another high snap over the head of the quarterback, and he just falls on it. That's going to be a major loss, about 15 to 20 yards. They're now down to the 12-yard line, so that is a 16-yard loss. Tough one. Seattle up 13 to Kansas City's 3. Again, this is Lamar Tiger football on My Country 101.7 FM, KHST, Lamar, Pittsburgh, and Joplin. Looked like a quarterback keeper on that one. Not going anywhere. Met by a couple defenders of the Lamar Tigers.
Number 52.
And it's now a medley of starters and backups in for the Lamar Tiger defense, as the close side defensive end is Morgan Davis. The far side one is Carter Young. But Travis Bailey is still out there, as well as Landon Hardman. Dropping back to pass, letting it fly, a missile thrown, and diving attempt that time by Dustin McDermott, but incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, intended over there for number 5, Dustin McDermott. Brings up 4th down for the Patriots.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the half. Fourth and a country mile to go. Punt is up. And it will be fielded by Landon Hardman, who is wrapped up. A great form tackle that time by Brett Pendergraft of the Patriots to stop the attempted return by Hardman. So now Lamar will come back out here in good field position as they start out this drive at the 43-yard line.
The Tigers will have the football, 1st and 10, at about the Patriot
44 to nothing the score. Lamar in the lead. Lamar trying to go 2-0. East Newton trying to do everything they can to not start off this season at 0-2. Stahl gets the snap. He's going to run this one behind his runners, and he is tripped up by his own man. So Stahl going for a gain of about 4, and he had a lot of space. He could have gone for at least 9 or 10 yards on that run had he not gotten tripped up by his own player. Tough break there by the Tiger offense, but still rolling. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line
gain of about 3 yards
for the Tigers.
2nd and 7.
Stahl gets the snap again, following his blockers, and he puts a shoulder into the defenders and barrels his way down, close to a first down. Not sure if they're going to give it to him, but we'll see from the ball spot. And they are going to get a first down. The first touchdown, or check that, first down by this JV offense. And that's a first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive.
1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Patriot 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32. Back in the backfield, it is Stahl as well as Chase Davey. Davey will get the snap this time. Whistle blown and calling this play dead before it even starts.
And we've got flags and whistles.
So we'll see what the
preliminary call.
It is going to be a false start on the offense.
Johnson, there's a false start penalty against the offense.
And just getting word that Kansas City returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Again, it is a false start on the play. So that'll bring the score 13 to 10.
5 5-yard penalty brings the football back out to the Patriots.
Again, appreciate you guys listening here on My Country 101.7, the voice at home of the Lamar Tigers. Stahl in the backfield. 2 wing backs. Dropping back to pass. Fires. Hitting the ground first. Oh, man, they got to call that. Oh, they're going to give that to him? That ball undoubtedly hit the ground first.
Gain of about 10.
But they give him the benefit of it. 6-yard
down. They need 5
gain.
more yards for a first down.
2nd and 5. Stahl handing it off to his wingback that was in motion and being hit hard by a couple Patriots in the middle. Trying to get the run on that one. It was Daniel Contreras with the run. He kind of stands so short at 5'6" that it's tough to see his number behind all those big guys up front.
Tackle is made by number 7.
Under 1 minute left to go until halftime. 3rd and short for the Lamar Tiger offense. This one, the JV out there. Again in the backfield, it's Chase Davey as well as Dante Stahl. Stahl running this one right up the middle for a first down and more. He's still up on his feet. Finally brought down by a couple Patriots inside the 10-yard line. Ball brought in at the 8. And 41.6 on the clock. The time will stop for just a short minute on the movement of the chains.
Takes the football down to about the Patriot 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9. Lamar on the offense. First and goal for this JV offense. It's Stahl again running behind his blockers, and you got a lot of faith in your big guys up front when you just duck your head and go for it, as he's shown. A lot of cohesion in this even second team JV offense. So good promise out here by your younger guys for head coach Scott Bailey and company. Running up the middle again, it's Stahl. Did he barrel his way in for a touchdown? And he did. Dante Stahl with the touchdown. And Lamar goes up. It's now 50. They've hung half 100 on him here in the first half. And that does end the first half. We'll get this point after. And that will be the end of the first half. Cooper Lucas set to attempt the point after. They have 50 at the moment, trying to make it 51. Kick is up, and that was a good-looking one. And it is in for the extra 1 point. 51-0. The Lamar Tigers in the lead on top of the East Newton Patriots at halftime. We're going to go ahead and take a long break. We'll take a 4-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have your first half recap as well as some analysis from myself.
Time has expired
here as the Lamar Tigers lead 51-0 at halftime. We'll be back in 4 minutes on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
McFadden Latin Pedal, doing business as Palo & Palo in Lamar. Nevada owned and operated by Lonnie and Cindy McFadden, Palo & Palo is a full-service title company serving Barton and Vernon counties for over 10 years. When you need any type of title work for your real estate closing or title search, Palo & Palo will provide you with fast and accurate results. Palo & Palo know the effort needed to put together a championship team. Good luck during the season. Located at 127 West 11th Street in Lamar and 121 East Cherry Street in Nevada. Or call in Lamar 682-6776 or in Nevada 667-2882.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Well, I guess we're back here on My Country 101.7. Again, starting out halftime. Big shout out to Will York back in the studio, keeping us on the air. Appreciate all of that, as well as all of you guys watching online on YouTube. If you're not yet, you can catch the second half. Go to youtube.com and search Lamar versus East Newton. And we talked about it last year. Lamar taking down East Newton 55-0. This year it's 51-0 at half. And after Lamar beat Cassville last week 28-0, it seemed like maybe the offense was a little slower than what it was in years past, but it's been anything but that in this first half so far. We saw 2 touchdowns on as many plays, as we had a Stuart McCarris to Michael Danner touchdown that went for 40-plus yards the first play. The second play from scrimmage for the offense, the Lamar Tigers, was a Cooper Lucas 10-yard touchdown run. And then it's been all Lamar ever since. And, you know, one of the things that we're going to talk with Coach Bailey and Coach Lundeen about come the post-game interviews, and Coach Bailey said it himself last week, they didn't necessarily stop the run. They contained it exactly the way that they wanted to, and I would assume that that's exactly the same kind of mentality that they're going to have about this game so far. And like I said, we'll go ahead and take another break. Let's take a long one. Let's hopefully take a 4-minute break here. Once again, 4 minutes, and we'll come back here with some more analysis of the first half right here on the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show on the home of Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Lamar Bank and Trust Company and the Lamar Tigers. Now that's a winning combination. Internet and mobile banking are available for the busy lifestyle, and quick loan decisions are the standard at LBT. LBT's staff is available to discuss account questions and solve problems when you need answers. Consider a switch to LBT, a customer-friendly bank that has a winning record of personal service, quick loan decisions, Tiger Pride debit cards, and mobile banking. Lamar Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
McFadden Ladd & Pedal, doing business as Palo & Palo in Lamar. Nevada owned and operated by Lonnie and Cindy McFadden, Palo & Palo is a full-service title company serving Barton and Vernon counties for over 10 years. When you need any type of title work for your real estate closing or title search, Palo & Palo will provide you with fast and accurate results. Palo & Palo know the effort needed to put together a championship team. Good luck during the season. Located at 127 West 11th Street in Lamar and 121 East Cherry Street in Nevada. Or call in Lamar 682-6776 or in Nevada 667-2882.
Wonder where Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop went? They're located just off the northeast corner of the square, and they're ready to service your car. It doesn't have to be a hot rod. Sure, they do kick butt classic car restorations, but they also perform oil changes, AC and heater service, brakes, tune-ups, and training service too. And should you have a mishap, Fast Eddie has a body shop and collision department as well. Trust your ride to the guys who literally know cars inside out and upside down. Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop, 902 Broadway, Lamar. Call 681-0125 for an appointment. Does your car shake, rattle, and roll? Barely? Then it's time to see the auto specialist at Stevens Automotive. At Stevens, they have the experience to diagnose your car and get it back to running smooth the way it should be. At Stevens Automotive, they can handle engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, oil changes, air conditioning, you name it, they fixed it. Stevens can get you back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
Looking for an auto repair shop that's experienced and you know you can trust? The answer is simple. It's CMAC Auto Repair. Quality repairs have been a standard at CMAC Auto Repair for over 15 years. CMAC Auto Repair offers computer diagnostics to diagnose car problems and repair them correctly, from oil changes to an engine overhaul. Trust your ride to the CMAC crew. Find CMAC Auto Repair at 12th Street in Lamar or call them at 681-0848.
Washburn's near Lamar has an economical selection of material handling buckets for dirt, rock, sawdust, or litter. Washburn's makes buckets in any size or width. We build standard size, low profile, large or extra large buckets from 4 foot to 9 foot wide. Our rock buckets are great for sifting out dirt and other small material. We can also install a grapple to suit your needs. See Haysper.com or call us at 800-283-7107 or come see us at Washburn's, just north of Lamar, East Outer Road, Interstate 49.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called the unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, Edward Jones' philosophy is don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Pat Barr can help you prepare for life's unexpected events. Stop by the office at 1032 Broadway in Lamar for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offers full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here on the campus of East Newton High School on a little bit of a eerie-looking football field, as the end zones in particular are not very well lit, but the middle of it incredibly lit, so as well as the stands. So it's kind of tough to see where you're going on both sides of the field whenever you're walking around in the stands. But right in the middle of the field where all the action is happening right now for the Lamar Tigers, it is lit up very well. Well, once again, love it or hate it, I'm your voice of the Lamar Tigers, Tyler Dara, here in East Newton High School. The score 51-0, 7:50 on the clock. The Lamar Tigers have just barreled through this East Newton defense, and they've even gotten the JV to get it in and get a score as Dante Stahl capped off of a JV drive that ended in a touchdown for Lamar. A couple scores around the area in our sister station, WMBH. At the half, Joplin leads 17-14. And Joplin playing their home opener, trying to get their first win. You can check out that game on ESPN Joplin, 101.3 FM, 1560 WMBH. We welcome you to the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show. And like we talked about earlier, there was, start off the game, 2 touchdowns on as many plays in the first quarter of action when Stuart McCarris threw to Michael Danner to start it off on the first play from scrimmage, a pass which nobody saw coming. I don't even think people on the sideline of Lamar thought that was coming, but it worked to perfection. Untouched Michael Danner in for the touchdown. And then the second play from scrimmage was a 10-yarder by Cooper Lucas as the defense was able to stop East Newton well inside their own 20-yard line. And starting out at the 10-yard line, one play, it was a Cooper Lucas run up the right-hand side. He went in virtually untouched. Like I said earlier, maybe had a shoestring plucked by a defender, but he powered his way into the end zone. And we saw a couple exciting plays that first half. One of the ones in particular was Stuart McCarris running down the left-hand sideline with a bunch of blocks in front of him. He saw one defender and just decided to dump it off over to Michael Danner again. So Michael Danner with 2 touchdowns in the first half, 1 receiving and 1 rushing. And although Michael Danner will get all of those rushing stats, it was a Stuart McCarris / Michael Danner run as Michael Danner ultimately pinballed his way into the end zone. Well, once again, this is the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show. We're going to go ahead and take another long break. We'll take another 4-minute timeout, come back with your second half adjustments if there even needs to be any, by the Lamar Tigers. Right after this on My Country 101.7, back in 4 minutes on the home of Tiger Sports.
Lamar Bank and Trust Company and the Lamar Tigers. Now that's a winning combination. Internet and mobile banking are available for the busy lifestyle, and quick loan decisions are the standard at LBT. LBT's staff is available to discuss account questions and solve problems when you need answers. Consider a switch to LBT, a customer-friendly bank that has a winning record of personal service, quick loan decisions, Tiger Pride debit cards, and mobile banking. Lamar Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Dr. Justin Ogden with Barton County Memorial Hospital. At Barton County Memorial Hospital, we strive to maintain a commitment to excellence by offering full-time orthopedic services, including hip and knee replacement, arthroscopic procedures, carpal tunnel release, rotator cuff repair, injection therapy for arthritis, and fracture and sports injury care. Our highly skilled physical therapy department can help you recover and heal from your injuries and surgeries here locally. Call the BCMH orthopedic team at 681-5284, and don't forget the BCMH Med1 Clinic for all your healthcare needs. BCMH is a proud supporter of the Lamar Tigers and all area high school athletics.
Dr. Ted Reegley proudly supports the Lamar Tigers and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about the new in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Ask about Saturday appointments with Dr. Brian Reegley. Call 682-3393 for an appointment. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ Bakes, including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta. Or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-sized craving. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve for the perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ Bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
Raising a family is tough, but the environment you do it in can make all the difference. Lamar, Missouri would like to welcome you and your family to come and see all the great things it has to offer. One of the best school systems in the area, 2 great parks, and Lamar Lake. Great for fishing, hiking, and picnics, also a country club, and so much more. It doesn't matter if you're renting or buying a home, Lamar has some of the most affordable housing in the region. What Lamar doesn't have is high crime, high traffic, and high stress. It's where your family should be. Come visit Lamar or check us out on the web at cityoflamar.org or bartoncounty.com.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage. Or visit heritagebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to East Newton High School. Taladera here on location. And like I said earlier, just kind of a different looking field. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can kind of see how dimly lit the stands are and the end zones, but then how bright the midfield is. And kind of looks like a movie when you look out there. Very picturesque football field, very well lit. But the score 51-0. Lamar Tigers in the lead on top of the East Newton Patriots to start out the second half. And excuse me, we had the JV team out there for offense for Lamar in the second quarter. And obviously we'll have much of the same in this second half. But one of the people that I didn't say this week and who has been fairly quiet, unfortunately, has been the power runner in TW Ayers. Last year had a touchdown run. This week in his efforts on the first team offense did not get any touchdowns or barely had any touches at all. But we have seen him on the defensive side of the ball quite a bit, as that's one of his specialty areas. Well, we have just about 2 minutes left to go until we start out this second half, and I kind of teased it before the break. I said we'll talk about the halftime adjustments that need to be made, if any. And I will tell you that obviously Lamar, their first team is out, so they are not going to be making any adjustments. But their second teamers, the JV, have played very, very well against the first team of this East Newton Patriots. And one of the things that I saw Dante Stahl doing was running behind his offensive blockers. And me being an offensive lineman myself, love seeing that. Love seeing a quarterback have the trust in his big hog mollies up front and just barreling through the offense, or barreling through the defense, I should say. And that's exactly what they did on that last drive that Lamar had in the first half, in which they marched all the way down and got a touchdown. So, if anything, I would say for the quarterback Dante Stahl, as well as the other in the backfield, which is Chase Davey, I would say for them to just trust their offense, because their offensive lines have always been one of the strong points of the Scott Bailey teams, as Scott Bailey is a defensive line, offensive line specialist. It's what we talked about before we went on air last week. I talked about the line play, and he ended up bringing that up in our post-game interview. Be sure to stick around with us to hear our post-game interview brought to you by Heritage State Bank. But like I said, just a very line-oriented team in the Lamar Tigers. Is the option that they run is a blocking type option. Everybody makes their blocks. It gets up to the second level. They will continue to move the ball like they are, and it will continue to be much of the same, and that's a lot of scoring by this Lamar Tiger offense. Well, once again, 51-0. Lamar will kick off to start the second half. It'll be another Lamar Beck and Trust kickoff. And we are ready to get this third quarter underway. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us have a broadcast here each and every week on My Country 101.7, and also each of you out there listening. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, East Newton will receive this kick, which is a Lamar Bacon Trust kick. Back deep to return will be Jackson Schriever as well as Dustin McDermott. And kicking it off will be Cooper Lucas. And the light has gone down, making it tough for me to read my rosters, especially when Lamar has all their second teamers in, ones that wouldn't have been on film that I would have watched from last season. So going to do my best to make sure that we get these JV guys as much airtime as we can. Cooper Lucas to kick it off. Lamar Bank and Trust. Once again, be sure to go check out Reese and Roman Lehman over at Lamar Bank and Trust. Two of the officers over there as the ball rolls out of bounds. An illegal kick again. And that'll be another flag whistled against or on the Lamar Tigers by way of a Cooper Lucas kickoff that goes out of bounds.
And there's the call.
So no time has elapsed off the clock. And there's already some laundry on the field.
Out of bounds. There's the call. Patriots will.
Ball is at the 35-yard line.
Of the football. First and 10 at their own.
First and 10
line.
for the Patriots. And close side defensive end at TW Ayers, far side Cooper Lucas. So the at least majority of the first team defense is back in. I formation, handoff right up the middle, brought down by TW Ayers. Right at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play by the East Newton Patriots.
Number 15, Brett Pendergraft on the carry.
And on the far side, whenever you look at secondary, you have Landon Hardiman back there, as well as Michael Danner, one of the safeties back in the secondary. Also, Isaac Collins and Dylan Hill. Dropping back to pass on second down. It is incomplete. Pendergraft, or check that, McDermott, the intended receiver.
Number 5, Dustin McDermott, is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, bringing up third down.
Third down and 9.
It's 3rd and 9 for East Newton as they look over to their close sideline to see what the play call is going to be. And this Lamar Tiger defense has been nothing but stifling this entirety of the game. Dropping back to pass on third. And he is gobbled up in the backfield. It's a sack for the Lamar Tigers, and a big one, as that'll bring up now 4th down and long. Stewart not able to get anything going, and we see two motorcycles having a little bit of a drag race over in the distance.
Several Tigers in on the defensive play. It's 4th down for the Patriots.
And so 4th down, and the punt team is out there. Schriever lining up to kick. Kicks this one. It's a decent one. Danner gets it at the 40-yard line. He is thrown around, but he's still up on his feet, still trying to make a couple people miss. What a block by TW Ayers. And now here goes Michael Danner. Up to the 40-yard line there. Mark him down at the 38, and he was touched by no less than 3 East Newton Patriots.
On the kick return.
Man, that was a huge block by TW Ayers.
For the Patriots by number 50.
And that's a guy that you don't want running at you full speed like he was. But once again, Danner running around horizontally almost as much as he did north and south, but able to get his team into good field position at the 38-yard line. It is McCarris and Getner in the backfield, so the first team offense back out there. McCarris spins around, hands it off right up the middle to Cooper Lucas, and Lucas will gain maybe 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 now for the Lamar Tigers, and the offensive line has been unbelievable this entire game for Lamar, opening up holes left and right for those running backs to get in there. Hunter Getner's had quite a few carries tonight, as well as obviously Stuart McCarris and Michael Danner. And Cooper Lucas just got that last one, and he has a touchdown of his own. Danner with 2 touchdowns tonight. McCarris with 1. Getner hands it off to Michael Danner. He's wide open. He's going to be all the way in for the touchdown. Another touchdown for the Lamar Tigers. It's Michael Danner with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night as the Tigers go up to 57 points.
There's the call. Touchdown number 21, Michael Danner.
So Michael Danner gets in for 6. Tigers up by 57 points. And they've already eclipsed what they scored last year, in which they beat East Newton 55-0. In the first 3 weeks last year, going 50-0, 55-0, and 50-0 again, before finally giving up their first point after scoring 155 plus. Kick is up, and it's a little low. No good on the point after, so leaving the score at 57. Lamar leads 57-0.
And the extra point attempt is not successful.
And we'll have another Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff coming up after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7.
Wonder where Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop went? They're located just off the northeast corner of the square, and they're ready to service your car. It doesn't have to be a hot rod. Sure, they do kick-butt classic car restorations, but they also perform oil changes, AC and heater service, brakes, tune-ups, and training service too. And should you have a mishap, Fast Eddie has a body shop and collision department as well. Trust your ride to the guys who literally know cars inside out and upside down. Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop, 902 Broadway, Lamar. Call 681-0125 for an appointment.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Here comes another Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff. It's Cooper Lucas set to kick this one off. Another big special, huge shout out to Will York back in the studio, keeping us on the air, hitting all the buttons, doing all the hard work while I'm sitting up here just flapping my gums for a couple hours. 57-0. Lamar leads. 8 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Lucas kicks it off. Brought in by McDermott back at the 10-yard line, and he is met by Landon Hardman at the, call that the 25-yard line about.
Dustin McDermott
At least close to it.
returns the kick.
And we are into running clock now as we come under 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 57-0. The Lamar Tigers lead, and now the JV defense is out there, minus maybe a couple. I see a couple Lamar Tigers out there that we've seen earlier, as in Isaac Collins and others out there. Most of the secondary, if not all, is still the first team out there. Stewart dropping back to pass on first. Screen pass. Nobody home. Hunter Live Oak, the intended receiver, but just didn't have his eye on the ball when he needed to. And that will be a incomplete pass.
Second down.
Second down and 10. Patriots coming out trying to do something against this Lamar defense, and Lamar's defense has been unbelievable. Maybe one or two first downs so far by East Newton. Dropping back to pass on second. That one is going to be caught. Oh, what a big hit that time by the defender. Lamar's Dylan Hill with the big hit.
Number 21, Sebastian Stewart.
Sebastian Stewart with the reception.
Number 18, Dylan Hill there to make the tackle for the Tigers.
And not sure if there was any. Oh, there is going to be a flag on the East Newton Patriots.
Preliminary call from referee Johnson is that it's a holding.
So they're going to call holding on the Patriots. They'll back them up 5 yards. And still a deliberation between the referees.
Call holding against the Patriots.
And they will back them up. Turn the beepers on as they back them up. Now they'll finally bring the ball out to back them up the 5 yards. Or check that, 10 yards. So
holding is the
a long
10-yard penalty.
Long way to go for first down for the Patriots at this point. 57-0. The Tigers lead. Hopefully you guys still with us here on My Country 101.7 as well as online at YouTube. Be sure to check us out next week. We'll either be on CityLink or YouTube. Feeling a lot of pressure. Rolling out, it's Stewart, and he is gobbled up by a couple defenders on the right-hand sideline. And it'll be now third down after the pass attempt on second down doesn't even get out of the hand of the quarterback, Stewart. He has to roll off to his left-hand side, maybe a gain of about 4. So third and 16 for the Patriots. Here comes Stewart, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Belt high snap, dropping back to pass on third. Lets it fly. That one is going to be caught and room to run. Oh, man, what a truck that time by East Newton's Justice Palmieri. And, man, one of the brightest moments for this East Newton team comes on a long third down play against this Lamar Tiger defense. Finally past midfield are the East Newton Patriots, and I think it's the first time tonight.
Number 45, Justin Walker, made the tackle for the Tigers. First and 10.
So inside the Lamar 50, and Palmieri back there, he is fired up. You can just tell by the way he's standing. Oh, and now what a big mistake that time by East Newton as the ball goes over the quarterback's head, and he falls on it. So take one step forward and two steps back, it seems. The ball was snapped right at the quarterback's face. You would have thought that he would have been able to catch that, but nonetheless, it is now second and long. Second and 19, ball at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line, it's second down.
So it was a loss rather, of about 10. Clock is running here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation to the left, to the right, and a delay of the game again on East Newton. So that'll back them up even farther. And it seems as if Lamar just declined that because they're still... Well, they've looked like they backed them up, maybe. But nonetheless, a big-time sack that time by the Lamar Tiger defense.
Brought down in the backfield.
And now a timeout called by the officials, and we'll take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back right here, 57-0. Lamar leads, 3:47 left to go here in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds on My Country 101.7.
Does your car shake, rattle and roll, barely? Then it's time to see the auto specialist at Stevens Automotive. At Stevens, they have the experience to diagnose your car and get it back to running smooth the way it should be. At Stevens Automotive, they can handle engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, oil changes, air conditioning, you name it, they fixed it. Stevens can get you back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here in the third quarter. Lamar versus East Newton. Lamar up 57-0 with 3:47 left to go here in the third quarter. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in here on My Country 101.7, as well as online at YouTube. And if you didn't catch us on YouTube this week, be sure to check us out on either CityLink or YouTube next week, as CityLink was acting up for us today. And then we had some technical difficulties with our power getting cut off to our wireless internet, which stopped our audio and video cast. Apologize for that as well, but doing the best we can. Oh, what a good pass that time. But it is going to be picked off by the Lamar Tigers, and it's Hardman with the interception, and he's going to take it down the left-hand sideline and run out of bounds. Good sportsmanship that time by Landon Hardman to get his interception, make a couple people miss, and runs out of bounds.
Landon Hardman.
So Hardman with the first defensive turnover by this Lamar Tiger defense. Earlier they had a safety, but this is the first fumble recovery and or interception this entire game. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Lamar will set up shop right about the 25. Bobbling the snap is Stahl. He does pick it back up and barrels into a couple defenders. Goes for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 for the quarterback, Stahl. Comes in, the sophomore, stands 5'7", 135 pounds. Probably soaking wet on that number. As we dip under 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Stahl in the backfield, empty. Dropping back, he'll quarterback draw this one. And he is hit hard by East Newton's Ryan Millett and brought down, but not before getting a first down. That first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. They keep your car rolling just as the Tigers are keeping this drive rolling. Stahl and Davey in the backfield. Stahl, he is gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage. Either no gain or maybe a loss of 1 on the play for the Tigers that time.
Number 19,
and the
Stahl.
Offensive line, one of the first times that they've really crumbled this last couple drives. They played extremely well, but that time the defense able just to kind of break through just a little bit. Enough to keep the Tigers from getting any kind of positive yards. They do call it no gain. 2nd and 10 at the... Oh, that's good. Oh, man. Stahl tried to make a cut, and he cut right over the top of a defender and essentially had his legs taken directly out from underneath him and fell horizontally quickly down to the floor. So this will now be 3rd down. Ball still at the original line of scrimmage this set of downs. 3rd and 10. And it looks like there'll be one more play before the end of this quarter. And another quarterback draw brought up by Stahl. He runs it in to the 1-yard line. Did he get in?
Number 19.
It does not look like he got in, so it'll be down to the 1 for the Tigers. And that'll end the third quarter as well. 3 quarters of play are over. 1 more quarter to go. Lamar leads 57-0 on the home of Tiger Sports, My Country, 101.7 FM, back in 30 seconds.
Washburn's near Lamar has an economical selection of material handling buckets for dirt, rock, sawdust, or litter. Washburn's makes buckets in any size or width. We build standard size, low profile, large or extra large buckets from 4 foot to 9 foot wide. Our rock buckets are great for sifting out dirt and other small material. We can also install a grapple to suit your needs. See Hayspear.com or call us at 800-283-7107 or come see us at Washburn's, just north of Lamar, east out of Road, Interstate 49.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7
FM. Welcome back here to East Newton High School in the middle between Newtonia and Granby, Missouri. 57-0 the score. East Newton trying to just play as tough as they can and just not lay over. And that's one of the things that East Newton has really not done this game. They have not laid over and let Lamar do whatever they want to do. East Newton has battled this entire game. I'm assuming that brand new head coach Brock Wolf is expecting that from his kids, and he has gotten that. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Ball at the 2-yard line. 4th and 1. Ball at the 2. It's Stahl in a heavy set, running right up the middle. It looks like he's going to get through and in for another Lamar Tiger touchdown as they go up by 63 now.
Touchdown, number 19.
And Stahl going in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Score now 63-0. And here comes Cooper Lucas to attempt the point after. Kick is up, and it looks like it was a little wide to the right, so no good, leaving the score at 63-0.
And the point after kick is not successful.
We'll go ahead and keep it right here
Tigers have 63 points.
as we take a look at the Lamar Tigers schedule coming up. After beating Cassville 28-0 and having East Newton down right now 63-0, they'll travel again the end of a 3-game road trip to Aurora next Friday, and then finally have their home opener against Monette in Week 4. So 3 road games in a row for the Lamar Tigers, and then it is into a home stretch of 4 games in which they'll take on Monette, Matt County, Valley Catholic, which was a blockbuster matchup last year, or what was thought going to be a blockbuster matchup, in which the Lamar Tigers ran away with very easily, taking down the number 1 team in Class 1 in Missouri. And then they will take on Mount Vernon at home and then end the regular season at Seneca. So 3 games away, then 4 at home, and then 1 away to end the season. Another Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff from Cooper Lucas, and it will go out of bounds one more time. So it's been a tough break for Cooper Lucas. The wind has not been in his favor. A score over in Seattle, 16-10. It's in the third quarter. A little bit over 12 minutes left to go by last check. And make sure that you do listen to all the Kansas City Chiefs broadcasts right here on My Country 101.7. We'll be carrying each and every one that does not interfere with a Lamar Tiger broadcast.
Will have possession of the football, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Again, we also want to thank everybody for listening over at the Lamar Fair. We do appreciate that. Be sure to go support the fair. 63-0 the score. Lamar leads still. Backup quarterback in for East Newton, handing it off to the left-hand side. Didn't catch the number before a swarm of Lamar Tigers were engulfing him. Looked like it was Cody Branham on the carry. And it looks like the JV for East Newton is in now, as well as a virtual full second team in for Lamar. Still out there from the starting squad is Isaac Collins, as well as Dylan Hill in the secondary, but the entire front line and linebacker crew, second team at the moment. Another I formation. Handoff up the middle again, this time to Branham, and he goes for no gain. Lamar faithful still in mass over there. You can see that on your video screen. Always a big showing for Lamar Tiger fans on the road, especially not being very far away. Just a short trek down the highway for Lamar fans. $63-0, 7:30 left to go. And it looks like Justice Paul Mary, the junior, trying to get this crowd fired up, starting a chant of "Who are we, Patriots?" And still up on his feet, the quarterback Jeremiah Stewart, letting it fly and caught. A good pass that time and a good catch by Brendan Coburn. But a flag down in the backfield, and this is going to be a hold on the offense.
Made the pass out to the number 9, Brendan.
So once again, like we said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
A penalty flag on the play. Preliminary call is a holding penalty.
So now it seems like East Newton's fans hollering things like, "Call it both ways," things of that nature.
There's the call from referee Johnson,
So again,
a holding penalty.
Here from Don Johnston Stadium in between Newtonia and Granby, Missouri at the campus of East Newton High School. The score is still, like we said, 63-0. 6 minutes left to go here in this game. East Newton backed up real far now. 3rd and 26, they'll call it. The ball is at the 18-yard line at the moment. If you see watching us on the internet stream, the first down marker is not even in the shot. Dropping back to pass is Jeremiah Stewart. Off his back foot, nobody home, and the receiver looked like he lost it in the lights. Intended to King Jong. 63-0.
That's intended for number 14, King Zong, is incomplete.
And 4th down for the Patriots. And back deep to receive this punt will be Wyatt Hull, the sophomore. Back lone to receive. Good long snap. High arcing punt from Jackson Schriever. Oh, and it touched the Lamar Tiger and Wyatt Hull, and it goes out of bounds. Lucky enough for him for it to go out of bounds. If it would have been picked up by East Newton, it would be East Newton ball, obviously.
On the field.
And an official timeout. 5 minutes left to go in this game. And we'll keep it right here. Again, like we said, next week going to Aurora. Last year, the Tigers took them down 50-0. And looking to continue their string of shutouts as they shut out Cassville in week 1, obviously 28 rather to nothing. Then this game they're up 63-0. And last year, in the 3 weeks before playing the eventual Class 3 state champion Monette Cubs, they scored 155 points in 3 games, while giving up a astounding 0.
That punt was
so the junior Justice Paul Mary out there trying to fire up his fans again. Bobbled snap is picked back up by Stahl. So a loss on the play, a loss of about 4. It's now 2nd and 14. Tough break by the
14, Mike Jones with the football. Number 60, Sam Duval, there to make the tackle for the Patriots.
So quarterback out there now for Lamar is Case Tucker, the freshman. Tucker runs this one himself, showing some good speed and breaking through and barreling through with his shoulder down into the secondary. It's a kid out there with running with no fear, and that's exactly what you like to see.
Number 16, Case Tucker.
You got a freshman like that who's going
to carry for the Tigers,
be able to run and have some quick speed. We saw him get up to speed real quick. It's going to be an asset moving forward for this football team.
Was the tackler for the Patriots.
63-0. Couple ticks over 4 minutes. Oh, and there was a penalty on Lamar, unfortunately, so they will get backed up. They will be at the 41 or 42-yard line.
Holding is the
it was holding on the Tigers. So they'll have 2nd and very long. They say 26 on the scoreboard.
And we've got
getting the snap was Cody O'Sullivan. But there was a flag on the play again before the play even had a chance to develop, and they whistle it dead. Another penalty on Lamar Tigers. This time it's a false start as we come under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game. Be sure to stay tuned with the Heritage State Bank postgame show as we talk with assistant head coach Thad Lundeen as well as head coach Scott Bailey. It's again Case Tucker getting it. He's going to run right up the middle, have a lot of room, and on his 2 touches so far, he has shown immense speed and
Number 16,
just reckless abandon running the ball as he goes into the East Newton territory. Ball at the 48-yard line now. 3rd and long still for the Tigers. It's Case Tucker bringing in the play from the sideline. In the backfield, it's Tucker and Noah Osborne. Tucker gets the snap. He's going to run this one himself as well. Bounces off a couple would-be tacklers. Ends up back just a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. And that'll be now
number 16, Case Tucker on the carry.
11 yards ago for a first down.
Contact for the Patriots made by number 29, Caden Eby.
4th and 11 for the Tigers. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Still out there is the freshman backfield and probably a mix of freshman and JV players at this point for Lamar. And a miscommunication in the backfield ends up being an East Newton turnover. And Lamar stopped on 4th down as we come under 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. And East Newton will come out, probably make one more drive at it. As the score is 63-0, East Newton trying to stay from getting shut out.
Possession of the football at their own 49-yard line.
As we come under 1 minute left to go, be sure to stay tuned with our Heritage State Bank post-game show with our interviews with head coach Scott Bailey, as well as first talking to assistant head coach Thad Lundeen. Fake pitch by Lewis. Or Stewart, rather.
Number 8, Jeremiah Stewart.
Jeremiah Stewart carrying it. And he is brought down about 7 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. So now under 30 seconds in this game. They will not have to snap it, but they are going to. Jeremiah drops back to pass, having to pump fake, and he is brought down by a couple Lamar Tiger defenders, namely Morgan Davis, the sophomore defensive lineman. And that will bring us to the end of this ball game as we have 5 seconds left to go. Doesn't look like they're going to get another play off. And as the horn sounds, that makes it official. The final score, 63-0. Lamar with their 2nd straight shutout. They score more than double what they did last week and finish this game at 63-0. Be sure to stick around with our Heritage State Bank post-game show. We'll go ahead and take a long timeout. We'll take a 4-minute timeout when we come back. We'll have your post-game analysis as well as take a look at some of the games coming up for the Lamar Tigers right here on the Heritage State Bank post-game show. Lamar wins 63-0 in East Newton.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called the unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, Edward Jones' philosophy is don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Pat Barr can help you prepare for life's unexpected events. Stop by the office at 1032 Broadway in Lamar for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, and sow roots. Give nourishment, guidance, and care. Through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy. Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper. Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Bruce Boline show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Are you in the market for a rental home or business property? A call to O'Sullivan Properties will probably fulfill your needs. O'Sullivan Properties has a wide selection of properties available in the Lamar area, from apartments to business property, available to fit your needs. O'Sullivan Properties wishes the Lamar Tigers the best of luck throughout the season. The staff and management of O'Sullivan Properties is a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers, on the field or in the classroom. O'Sullivan Properties. Stop in at 1011 Golf or call them at 417-682-5521.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and Kimber, invite you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs, and American Family to back you all the way. Having an accident or claim is a difficult time, and Eric, Amber, and Kimber will make it much easier to deal with. Being underinsured or not insured can be tragic. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance.
Raising a family is tough, but the environment you do it in can make all the difference. Lamar, Missouri would like to welcome you and your family to come and see all the great things it has to offer. One of the best school systems in the area, 2 great parks, and Lamar Lake. Great for fishing, hiking, and picnics, also a country club, and so much more. It doesn't matter if you're renting or buying a home, Lamar has some of the most affordable housing in the region. What Lamar doesn't have is high crime, high traffic, and high stress. It's where your family should be. Come visit Lamar or check us out on the web at cityoflamar.org or bartoncounty.com.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage. Or visit heritagebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here to the campus of East Newton High School, and something that has been kind of noted by Ozark Sports Zone as a little bit of an anomaly after every single Lamar Tiger football game, in which they bring the Lamar Tiger team and the opposing team, last week obviously that being Castroville, this week being East Newton, into a circle of fellowship and sportsmanship, as well as extending the Lamar Tiger Brotherhood over more than just their own players, and very warming to the heart to see them speaking to the coaches and players of East Newton, and kind of not necessarily having half of them on one side of the 50 and half on the other, but intermingling between them and showing the sportsmanship that the Lamar Tigers have. And, you know, I talked with Rob Forrest before the show, or before the broadcast, I should say, on Football Friday night, and talked about how the level of respect that Coach Bailey has for each team in the Big 8 is immense. They don't take any of these teams lightly. They go and play every game as if it could be that team that's going to knock them off of their winning streak. And obviously, with the way that the Lamar Tigers are playing, it doesn't look like anybody's going to do that anytime soon. But you have to approach every game as if it could be, because if you take them lightly, that's going to be the one to sneak up and get you. Well, right now the Lamar Tiger fans as well as players and coaches are gathering in their circle of fellowship that we talked about last week. So still have a little bit of time before we have assistant head coach Thad Lundeen up here. And then after that, we will talk with the head coach of the Lamar Tigers and Scott Bailey. But once again, a very good game in which the Lamar Tigers win 63-0 by way of just a complete onslaught on offense from this Lamar Tiger first team, and then even the second team getting in with the backup quarterback and Dante Stahl getting in for 2 touchdowns of his own. Well, we're going to go ahead and take another break here on the Heritage State Bank post-game show. We'll take another 4-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have your final post-game wrap-up right here on My Country 101.7.
That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage. Or visit heritagebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Dr. Ted Reegley proudly supports the Lamar Tigers and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about the new in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Ask about Saturday appointments with Dr. Brian Reegley. Call 682-3393 for an appointment. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ bakes, including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-sized craving. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve for the perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
We welcome you back to the Heritage State Bank post-game show. Taladera sitting down now with assistant head coach Thad Lundeen. And, Coach, you guys this time score twice as many as you did last week, but still another shutout on defense, 63-0. Like we said last week, what were your initial thoughts on the game, Coach?
Well, the first thing was I was glad to see them come out and play as well as they did. You know, we talk about teams having identities, and I will be the first one to tell you I was a little nervous coming out of pregame. The atmosphere here is pretty stale, and we didn't do a lot to try to improve the atmosphere. So when your livelihood depends on 15 to 17-year-old young men and you're worried about them being up for a ball game, you get a little nervous to start with. But I told them, I said, I'm not going to get upset with you at the beginning. Just come out and prove that's the way you want to warm up, and several of them said that's the way they wanted to warm up, is they liked the more serious warm-up. And I thought really proud about the way they came out and from the get-go set the tone of the ball game.
Yeah, like you said, setting the tone. Two plays, 2 touchdowns, catching really everybody in the stadium off guard, with the first play being a pass over to Michael Danner for the touchdown, and then all of a sudden Cooper Lucas capitalizes on a great 4th down stop. And after that, it was kind of smooth sailing. It seemed like for your offense, you guys really settled into a rhythm and put up, like we said, 63 points. But how important was that, like we said, going out there, 2 plays, getting 2 touchdowns, and really just kind of setting the tone?
It puts them in a bind real quick when the team that passes the least in the state comes out and throws a touchdown pass on the first play of the game. For us, the fact that we were able to move the ball offensively, I thought was great, because we didn't practice against what they were doing all week. They came out in defense of the week, and so we had to make some adjustments. Like I said, it just all-around good effort by the kids to set the tone and do their assignments. We had very few missed assignments throughout the entire football game defensively that I can remember.
And, Coach, I know that there's a Lamar fair going on. I know that you guys probably want to get back to that, so we'll kind of keep it a little bit of a brief interview, but another good game for you guys, and best of luck to you next week as we travel over to Aurora.
I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, once again, that's assistant head coach Thad Lundeen. Let's go ahead and take a little short break. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll be joined by head coach Scott Bailey right here on My Country 101.7. Back in 1 minute.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage. Or visit heritagebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, and sow roots. Give nourishment, guidance, and care. Through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy.
Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. In Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
Welcome back here on My Country 101.7. We're joined by victorious head coach Scott Bailey. And, Coach, another big win by you guys. You guys score 63 points and keep them from scoring any. Another shutout for you, as in last year whenever Lamar wins 55-0. But like we asked Coach Lundeen, what were your initial thoughts on the game as a whole, Coach?
Well, we challenged our kids to get off to a faster start than we did a year ago. A year ago they ran a reverse on the opening kickoff, caught us off guard. Got some field position, lined up in football in the phone booth offense, and got some first downs before our defense got to stop. And then I still remember in the first series having to call timeout a year ago because our offense was struggling with personnel and some things we were wanting to do. And I just challenged our kids this year, don't get off to that type of start. And I thought Trevor's kick return to start the game energized us. And then the first play, we throw a pass over the middle for a touchdown. I did not call that play. That's a check that Stewart knows he can make at the line if he sees something that he wants to take advantage of. He saw it on the first play and checked to it, and goes big for a touchdown. From there, the botch snap, short field. We had different from a week ago. We had a lot of short fields tonight, which gave us multiple opportunities to score quickly, and the result of that is we're able to get the game in control and play a lot of kids that we've been looking at in camp, looking at in August practice, but last week against Cassville just didn't have a chance to get our starters off the field and they're back up in the game. We got a chance to do that today. We ended up playing all three levels of offense, our varsity with a couple different offensive linemen coming into the game. Our JV took a number of series and scored right there before halftime, and then our freshmen actually got into the game in the fourth quarter and got a little Friday night action. On defense, we went a full 2 deep, so we're playing somewhere around 25 to 28 kids on defense, and when you can do that, those two things, it keeps your starters a little fresher. We're hoping to play we're hoping our season goes long, and so it keeps your starters from taking a lot of reps early in the season. Also gives your younger guys a chance to get some experience.
And always good whenever you can get those second and third levels in. And Coach, last week, the post-game interview, I asked you what were you expecting from East Newton, and you told me straight up, you said, I don't know. It's a new coach. We know their kids. Don't know really what they're going to run. What did they come out with maybe different than what you've seen in years past from East Newton?
Well, they played a 3-man front in their jamboree. They played a 3-man front in their game against Lighthouse last week, and they opened the game in a 4-man front with about as many guys as you can put at the line of scrimmage as a coach would consider sound. They had 6 and 8 guys standing within a yard of the football, and that's a whole lot of bodies to get blocked. And when you're dealing with some younger or some inexperienced offensive linemen, if what they see on game day isn't pretty close to what they see in practice, it's going to take a little while for them to figure out how to get things blocked up. If you got an experienced offensive line, they've seen a lot of different fronts, and so it doesn't take them as long to get things blocked up. And then they got out of their 4-man front, they got into a 3-man front, but they played it almost like a 7 diamond and actually brought their linebackers up. There's one time they had 9 guys pretty much standing on the line of scrimmage. When we see it, we call it defense of the week. It's a defense that we haven't seen before, but we don't really have any history with Coach Wolf, so you got to build that history. And different from playing a team like Cassville where Coach Parnell's coached their defense for 2 decades. You kind of know and expect what he's going to run. It's different with a new coach. You have to kind of build that history with him. And one of the things that I noticed, Coach, and we'll kind of end it with this, is that East Newton, although they were down obviously 60-plus points into the third and fourth quarter, they never really did stop motoring, kept going out there, and I kind of attributed that to the fact that probably Coach Wolf wanted them to go out there. And on the opposite side of that, when your team is up by 60 points and you see another team playing as hard as they were at the first quarter back in the fourth, it's got to be a good feeling as well. Well, 2 things happened tonight. One, East Newton was out on the field warming up earlier than any team that I can ever remember warming up. That tells me that their kids love football. They were out here at 5 o'clock going through stretch and their first warm-up for practice. It's a little after 9 now, so they were out on that field for 4 hours working on things. And the energy level that they were playing with at the end was the same as it was at 5 o'clock when they came out to start that original warm-up. That tells me that they enjoy what they're doing. They love what they're doing. The thing on the other sideline that you saw is as we got the game in control and, we start bringing guys into the game to play, our sideline doesn't go dead or doesn't go blind to the fact that there's a younger kid or a less experienced kid in the game. Those guys come off the field and they start cheering for and coaching. We try to explain to them that when you come off that field as a starter, your day's not over. You just changed roles. Now you're a coach, and it's a lot easier for us as coaches. I use offenses, and I'm looking at the point of attack. I can't see all 11 positions. Coach Wilk can see all 11 I can't. I see the point of attack. Well, I don't really know what's going on the backside of the play. And the starter that just came out of the game, he's watching his position so he can coach that kid, and that kid gets some individual attention. And I felt like on our sideline when the game got in hand, we never lost focus. Our starters were over there working with the younger guys, and you know, it's one of those things that not only did I notice it, our fans, people in the stands, my wife noticed it, that our kids stayed engaged to the end instead of my day's over, I'm going to go do what I want and be an individual. They stayed engaged as a team and a brotherhood.
Yep, no doubt about it. Leaders on the sideline and leaders on the field. Coach, once again, a very good win for you guys, 63-0. We'll be talking to you next week as you guys go take on Aurora.
All right, thank you.
Yep, once again, that's Victoria's head coach Scott Bailey. Appreciate it talking to us here on the Heritage State Bank postgame show. Once again, a big special thank you in the studio to Will York as well as Ian helping out in the studio. Appreciate all the hard work that those guys do, and like I said, I have the easy job of just sitting here and flapping my gums for a couple hours. And once again, Lamar Tiger Brotherhood take another win, 63-0. Once again, I'm Tyler Dara, the voice of the Lamar Tigers, and once again, we'll be on next week. Start a football Friday night at 6 o'clock here on My Country 101.7, and then starting with our pregame at 6:35. Once again, thanks a lot, Tiger fans. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM. Don't forget to tune in next week as the Lamar Tigers continue their quest for a state record 7th straight state championship. Lamar Tiger Football has been brought to you by
Lamar Bank and Trust, Halo and Palo, Fast Eddie Hot Rod Shop, Legacy Farm and Lawn, Stevens Automotive, Edward Jones Agent Pat Barr, Barton County Memorial Hospital, Gearheads Garage, Ted Reevely DBS, Lamar Truck and Tire, Dr. Jeffrey Moyer, Dairy Queen, Vision Solutions, Washburn Farm and Home, Shelter Insurance Agent Bruce Boleen, O'Sullivan Property, American Family Agent Eric Hughes, the City of Lamar, Jones Plumbing, Heating and Air, Heritage State Bank, and Eisenhower Lumber.
The Lamar Tigers, only on 101.7 FM. Thanks for listening, Tiger Nation. KHST, Lamar, Pittsburgh, Joplin.
Does your car shake? Run!